Welcome back to the Cobargo IT 2026 PI Law Technology Series. I'm Amelia Pero. Today, we're talking about something that separates the firms that are managing their business from the firms that are just running their business, KPIs and dashboards. Yuval Gorn from Cobargo IT is back with me today. Yuval, you have a phrase in the report that I love. PI firms are dashboard native. Can you explain what you mean when you say PI firms are dashboard native?
Hi, Amelia. Nice to see you again. PI practice is built around a high volume, multi-stage process that's inherently measurable. Every case flows uh, through a predictable life cycle. Marketing generates a lead, intake converts a lead to a signed case, caseworker builds a file, treatment is documented, demand goes out, negotiations happens, and then settlement closes. Each one of those stages has timing, conversion rates, and financial outcomes that can be tracked. And here's the thing, most of that data already exists. It's in your case management system. It's in your billing platform. It's in your VoIP call logs. It's in your intake CRM. The data is being generated. It's just not being consolidated and visualized in a way that gives leadership a real-time view of the operation. I call PI firms dashboard native because unlike, say, a corporate litigation boutique that does a handful of high value matters, PI is volume driven and process heavy, which is exactly the kind of operation where dashboards deliver the most value. You just need to connect the dots.
What does a consolidated PI firm dashboard actually look like? What's on it?
I think about it in five layers, moving from top of the funnel to the bottom. The layer one is marketing performance, cost per lead, cost per signed case, lead source breakdown, how many leads from Google, from referrals, from TV ads, from social. This tells you where your acquisition dollars are actually working. Layer two is intake performance. Total leads, leads contacted within 1 hour, leads that converted to a consultation, consultations that converted to signed cases. That intake funnel is where a lot of money leaks out of the PI firms. And you can't fix what you can't see. Layer three is case management. Active cases by stage, average days in each stage, cases approaching statute of limitations, cases with treatment gaps. This is the operational heartbeat of the firm. Layer four is financial performance. Average settlement value, average contingency fee, realization rate, revenue per attorney, collections velocity. These are your profitability metrics. And lastly, layer five is the client experience. NPS scores, client survey responses, online reviews. This one often gets left off the dashboard, but in a referral-driven business like PI, client satisfaction is a leading indicator of future case volumes. Put those five layers on a single screen that refreshes in real time, and you've gone from managing the firm by field to managing it by data. That's a fundamentally different and I would say much better operating model.
Hmm. You mentioned PE buyers earlier in the series. How does a KPI dashboard change the conversation when you're talking to a potential acquirer or investor?
It's the difference between telling a story and proving a story. Without a dashboard, a PE conversation goes something like this. We have a strong practice, we have great attorneys, good client relationships, solid referral networks. I laugh because that's kind of like the way it is in my business in IT. Now, all of this, it could certainly be true, but it's qualitative. A buyer has to take your word for it. With a consolidated dashboard, The conversation is here are our last 24 months of intake data. Our lead to signed case conversion rate is 48%, which is above industry average. Our average case cycle time is 14 months. Our average fee per case is $18,000. Our year over year fee revenue growth is 22%. That's a data room on a screen. PE buyers are valuing firms on a multiple of EBITDA or revenue, and that multiple is influenced by risk. A firm with no visibility into its operations is high risk. A buyer has to make assumptions. A firm with a clean, consolidated dashboard is lower risk because the buyer can see the business, verify the numbers, and model it forward. Lower risk means higher multiples. In practical terms, that can mean hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in exit value.
So for a firm that isn't tracking KPIs at all right now, where do they start without getting overwhelmed?
I would say pick 5 to 7 KPIs that connect directly to your biggest current challenge. Don't try to build the full dashboard on day one. If your challenge is growth, cost per signed case, and intake conversion. If your challenge is efficiency, average case cycle times, and cases by attorney. If your challenge is profitability, average fees per case and your realization rates. If your challenge is client retention and referrals, it's NPS scores. So you want to start there. Use what's already in your case management system. Clio, Filevine, MyCase, they all have reporting built in. So turn it on, look at the numbers, run a weekly or monthly review with your management team. Then we could talk about how do we add more metrics from marketing and other operational values. The discipline of looking at the numbers regularly is more important than having perfect metrics. I've seen firms transform their operations just by establishing a monthly KPI review meeting, even with basic metrics. Visibility drives accountability, and accountability drives improvement.
So what's the role of the MSP or IT team in building and maintaining these dashboards?
The MSP's job is to connect the plumbing, right? The API integrations between your case management system, your billing platform, your communication tools, your marketing analytics, and then to build the visualization layer on top of that, whether that's a custom Power BI dashboard, Tableau, Domo, or a purpose-built legal analytics platform, which may be a good alternative if you don't have the budget for the higher end platforms. The reason this is an IT MSP function rather than a vendor function is that your dashboard needs to pull from multiple systems that weren't really designed to work together. Your VoIP vendor doesn't know about your case management platform. Your billing platform doesn't know about your intake CRM. The integration layer that bring those systems together requires technical expertise that most legal SaaS vendors don't provide. And then there's the ongoing maintenance piece when you change systems, when you add a new tool, when your business evolves and you need new metrics, the dashboard needs to evolve as well. That's an ongoing technical relationship, not a one-time setup.
Yeah, wow, really fantastic recommendations. In our next episode, we go from data to defense, cybersecurity trends, and the technology stack every PI firm needs to protect itself in 2026 and beyond. It's one of the most important episodes in the series, so you won't want to miss it. See you then.